Hello, how are you? 2017 summer training. Dear teachers, I would like to present to you some questions that I think will help you. Choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Question number 1. How does a monitor help you interact with your computer? A. It translates calculations into a visual form. B. It allows you to type instructions. C. It processes information. D. It stores data. Question number 2. Smartphones can be used for educational purposes by A. Restricting access to certain websites. B. Downloading social media applications. C. Providing access to educational apps and the internet. D. Making phone calls. Dear teachers, what will be your answers? Let me give you 5 seconds. Good. The correct answer for question number 1 is A. Monitors translates calculations into a visual form. It displays the processed data like images, videos, and text the like in a way users can see from the screen. But B, C, and D are not the correct answer. Why? Typing instruction is the function of a keyboard, not a function of monitor. So B is not the correct. Processing information is the key role of CPU, which is said to be the mind of computer. So again, C is not the correct answer. Storing data is the function of storage devices like hard drives, is not the function of monitor. Reasonably, D is also not the correct answer. Smartphones can be used for educational purposes by providing access to educational applications and the internet. C is the correct answer. Here, smartphones became learning tools by using applications like Google Classroom, Duolingo, or online libraries. A, B, and D are not the correct answer. Why? Restricting access to certain websites is a control feature, not an educational use. So A is not the answer. Downloading social media application is an entertainment, not learning. So B is not also the answer. Making a phone call is one mission of phone, but is not specifically educational. So D is also not the answer. Next, we are going to see some questions from geographical sessions. Question number 3. Which boundary type is most associated with subduction zone? A. Divergent. B. Transform. C. Convergent. D. Passive margins. Question number 4. In the geological time scale, which is the largest time division? A. Era. B. Aeon. C. Period. D. Epoch. Question number 5. The East African Rift Valley system is caused by A. Converging plates. B. Diverging plates. C. Transform fault moments. D. Erosion processes. Question number 6. What is the unique and profound dimension of geology that spans billions of years? A. The geothermal gradients. B. Deep time. C. Plate tectonics. D. Exogenic processes. Teachers, again, I give you 5 seconds for answering these 3 questions respectively. Good. The most associated boundary is convergent. C is the correct answer. At convergent boundaries, one plate is forced under another. This process is said to be subduction, but A, B, and D are not the correct. Why? Divergent is the movement of plates apart from each other, while transform is the slide movement of plates to each side, and no active plate is interaction. D is not the answer also. For question number 4, the oldest and largest time division in geological time scale is aeon. B is the correct answer. From the largest and the oldest time division to the recent is said to be epe, which means WEPE. That represents aeon, era, period, epoch it represents. Don't forget, EEPE. East African Rift Valley system is caused by the diverging plates. Here, as you observe from video, plates are pulling apart, creating rift and volcanic activities. This is known as diverging plates. Convergent causes mountain building, so A is not the answer. Transform faults is slide laterally, side by side, whereas erosion does not create the rift valley. Finally, the plate movements and the plate boundaries are that divided into three major boundaries. Divergent boundary, or when the plates are moving apart from each other. African Rift Valley and the Mid-Atlantic ridges are formed. Why? Because plates are moving apart from each other. So the land between the two movement becomes open and deep. During this, Rift Valley, which is said to be continental, or mid-ocean ridges, which is said to be oceanic, boundaries are formed. The best example are East African Rift Valley and Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Teachers, don't forget. The second, convergent boundary. This is when the plates are collided to each other. By the convergent boundary process, three forms takes place. 1. The continent is collided with continental. Fold mountains like that of Himalayas are formed. When ocean is collided to continental, it forms volcanic mountains like that of Andes. When ocean is collided with ocean, Iceland arcs are formed. The best example is Japan. The third one is the transform boundary. This is when the plates are slide past each other, side to side. This causes earthquake. For example, San Andreas fault is formed by transform boundary. Good. I think you have got some hint from this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like. Question number 6. The unique and profound dimension of geology that spans billions of years is said to be deep time. So B is the correct answer for question number 6. Here, deep time refers to the incomprehensible vastness or vastness of geological history. It gives perspectives on Earth's age and processes over immense timescales. A, C, and D are not the answer. Why? The geothermal gradient refers to the rate of temperature increase with depth in the earth. Not it is the dimension of time. So A is not the answer. C is not the answer also. The reason. Plate tectonic is the movement of Earth's lithospheric plates, and continental drift describes how the Earth changes, not the immensity of geological time. Exogenic processes are surface processes which are driven by external forces like wind, erosion, and the others. So D is also not the answer. Let's proceed to the third component of this video. Next, we are going to see the educational technology. Question number 7. Web browsers allow you to access A. Your computer's files, B. Websites on the World Wide Web, C. Only educational resources, D. Video games. Question number 8. Why might a teacher need two email accounts, Gmail and Microsoft? A. To separate personal and professional emails. B. To access specific educational tools. C. Because Gmail is free and Microsoft is not. D. There is no specific reason one account is sufficient. Let me give you 5 seconds again. Good. Web browsers allow us websites on the World Wide Web, like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and the others that used to connect internet websites. So, B is the correct answer for question number 7. Again, A, C, and D are not the answer. Why? Because A says that your computer's file. This is wrong. Why? Because we need File Explorer, not a browser. C says that only educational resources. This also wrong because browsers access all sites, not just education. Video games, it says D. This is also incorrect. Browsers are not primarily gaming tools, or through games can run online. So again, D is not the answer. Why might a teacher need two email accounts is to separate personal and professional emails. A is the correct answer. Teachers often use one for personal, another for official or academic tasks. So B, C, and D are not the answer for question number 8. B says that to access specific educational tools. Partially it is true. Some tools link better with certain accounts, but not the main reason for. C is also not the answer because Gmail is free and Microsoft is not, it says. But both have free versions. D is not the answer. Why? It says there is no specific reason one account is sufficient. It says wrong. Clear practical reasons exist why teachers are expected to have two accounts. To the third content of this video, we are going to see some questions of the subject area. Educational pedagogy. Question number 9. The constructivist approach is based on the principle that A. Knowledge is transmitted directly from the teacher to the students. B. Students should passively receive and memorize information. C. Students actively construct their own understanding and meaning. D. Learning should focus on mastering predetermined learning objectives, it says. Teachers, let me give you 2 seconds for this question. Remember, in a class we have learned that constructivists are paramount to construct the previous experience of students that they have in their home. C is the correct answer. Here, students actively construct their own understanding and meaning. This reflects the central idea of constructivism. Learners build knowledge through interaction with experiences, not by the passively receiving it. A, B, and D are not the correct answer. Why? A says that knowledge is transmitted directly from the teacher to the student. This is wrong. Why? It discusses about teacher-centered teaching methodology. B. Students should passively receive and memorize information. This is also one characteristic of teacher-centered or old curriculum way. Subjective. D. Learning should focus on mastering predetermined learning objectives, it says. This is also wrong. Question number 10. The collaborative approach to learning emphasizes A. Individual, independent work and competition among students. B. Teacher-directed instruction and whole class activities. C. Small group interactions and collective problem solving. D. Extensive use of textbooks and a predetermined curriculum, it says. Good. I hope you have got the answer. The correct answer for question number 10 is C. Small group interactions and collective problem solving is the collaborative approach to learning emphasized on it. Collaborative learning is grounded in students working together, sharing ideas, negotiating meanings, and co-creating solutions. So, C is the correct answer. A, B, D are not the answer. Why? A says that individual independent work and competition among students. This is grammatically wrong because it is the opposite of collaboration. It describes competitive or individualistic learning model. Teacher-directed instruction and whole class activities, it says. B is also wrong. This is the teacher-centered teaching methodology. Extensive use of textbooks and predetermined curriculum is not the current curriculum aim. Rather, it is curriculum-based. So D is, again, not the correct answer. Thank you, teachers, for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe, share. If you have a comment, you can give me comment via my YouTube.
Chaanalii keessan Geological 17 Tube waan daawwattaniif galatooma. Geological 17 Tube chaanalaachun sila gobanyaachuu amasagganaalla. Geological 17 Tube chaanalii milkoomina egeree dhalootaaf dhimmu.